shot from distance, Raquel Capdevila. Her shot was blocked. Maria Calderon for Barcelona. Noah Baziz. In the Barca goal. But a wide range of cities across the Midwest. St. Louis got Gal. Amelia Van Zanten with the restart. Aina Roman, the substitute. With just a couple minutes left in the first half.
All right, go. Thank you.
Nina Poe. Aina Roman.
Not in my way.
Rena Kubo, number 15 for Barcelona. Here she is on the ball. Now it's Nina Poe. The All-Stars. Got a tying goal from Laia Martret. The go-ahead goal from Magali Capdevila. And that's where we stand. 2-1 to FC Barcelona. Very dangerous. It was played to the middle. It was won by Grace Jackson of the Midwest All-Stars. She was nearly on to goal.
Ball lifted down towards this midfield stripe. Touched by them will slide up to the senior side before too long. Gets it back. Sloppy pass, but Barca trying to get the ball forward, but unable to do so. Barca with the throw in, now looking upfield. 1-0 scoreline on the penalty. Almost added a second on the great free kick by Leva, but denied by Barcelona. Maybe one and a tiebreak might be good enough. See Isabella Peraza on this near side of the 24 pushing up the line, keeping an eye on the number 9, Magali Capdevila, the dangerous shirt tug, committing the foul, and Barca with a quick restart. 36 teams in all, boys and girls, making their way from around the globe. 4 continents represented here, but trickles through. Leva giving chase. Back in time is Besis, who has dropped deeper onto that back line. Garcia back out there after that hard hit in the first half. Number 23 in black. Back for Kamada. Into the middle for Kubo. Galvez. Perez. Bessie. Just about 13 minutes and change to go. Short almost pressures the ball free. She does force using her skills for a different kind of football. The number 14 for Heat. Down towards the Barca net. Perez. And Again, Barcelona will not blast it forward, but for last defense, trying to thread it into the attack, and Cano back. Now Kubo. Little rain starting to sprinkle in. Yep. Near side, Capdevila. Good read by Newby. She slides to the inside, tries to play it square, top of the box, but just back in time, Lorena Kubo. Will there be a winning goal? Just over 5 minutes to go. Barcelona gets it back though. They've done a good job stifling the Heat FC midfield. Trecano wide, pushed back as we're down into the 49th minute. Mar Perez just getting a touch to the near side. Heat FC have looked good, but Barcelona showing why they are one of La Liga's best. Aina Roman. Galvez. Yes, 4-3-3 from the Slammers. 2019 ECNL champions, going 14-0 through that season. Barcelona is still a battle. ECNL and the Development Academy still dueling, and that was one of the things that went into that showdown with PDA just a few nights ago. Maria Calderon pushing it wide into the middle. It's Bessis getting the start here today. Aisha Camara, and she has played on the flank, but today electing to put her in the middle. Up.
A nice run here.
She's also very good with the ball at her feet. Perez. Near side, Pujols. Back to Perez. Looking up the middle and electing to go wide for Pujols again. Sliding in for Camara.
This is nicely done here by Barcelona early.
Cano.
Through the midfield, calm and composed.
And again, they'll switch it side to side. We saw it with the boys earlier today. We've seen it with Barcelona's senior side for years. They don't like to whack the ball upfield. Even in tight conditions, they'll try and work it up.
It's an interpretation of how you want to play, how you think the beautiful game is played. We'll see that also from LAFC. They also will go direct when need be. They'll mix it up a bit.
Kubo. Near side, Pujols. Poked away. And again, many of those Barcelona players on their senior side coming up through this system. Far side from Calderon. Camara giving chase. It looks like midfield pickup for LAFC. There are two 25-minute halves. They are used to playing the 90, but some of these teams are looking for Cindy Connor. Barcelona in the center circle. Bessie's calls. Finds the open player, Camara. Swinging over again for Roman, but her pass a little bit behind. Chance for McMillan, but she can't hold on. Trying to settle Flores, drawing Camara out. Ball gets stuck though as she tries to pass it, and Bessie's trying to take off. Pressured, she gets rid of it. Cano. It slips away, and Pujols will be forced to retreat. Camara not that comfortable, but she does well, sweeping it across. Pujols. Camara. Into the middle, pistoning back is Kubel.
Interesting here, LAFC dropped off to midfield during build-up.
IMG Academy. Beautiful setup for this tournament. Ball back for Perez, sweeps it across, finding Kamada. Biddle trying to close. Ball swings through, Nina Poe. Also fresh legs in this midfield. Roman still out there, Poe the touch. Roman flying forward. Flores stuck a boot in. Bit of a trip, but back now for Bessis. Settles, drives, looking, dishes. Capdevila back. Bessie steps up to pick up the loose ball. Nina Poe in for Raquel.
Yeah, she looks to be okay at the moment.
Bessis. Well retreat. Raquel Capdevila in for Poe.
Poe's come in the middle of the field and really active. The number 10.
Slip through. Anticipate. 11 minutes played in the second half. Still no goal. Barcelona lost their first game against PSG, but bounced back with 2 straight 2-1 wins. Actually finish on top of the group. Middle to Kubo.
And 17's coming to game, as you mentioned, Capdevila. She's been pretty active in the middle of the field.
Ex-Espanyol player now playing for the rivals. Gets stomped on far side. Nothing intentional. Play on. They'll swing it into the middle. Barcelona also with a tactical switch. They've moved Kubo up into the midfield, and Bessis has dropped to the back line. Finding Marichel Fuster.
That's a good ball played out here. Just skips away.
Fuster.
Well, they had something working there. It looked like for a run to that near post, and whoever was supposed to make it didn't make it.
Shane Gordon looks a little frustrated at that.
Yeah. Well, they were working on something. You saw the initial run over the ball.
Roman. Her way through the challenge.
Wow. Really well done there by Bessis. The captain, as you mentioned, has moved back to that right center back position. There was some battle there. Really.
Not Biddle yet. Biddulph wins the ball on the turnover, but Connor can't hold on. Fernandez on the far side, back into the middle. And the reason she can move back, Bessis, is the insertion of Nina Poe into the mid. Might be small in size, but did very well off the bench against PDA in the last game. Back into the middle for Bessis. They've also gotten Soleil Dimri back on the field, have the Slammers, but they have not been able to get the ball to her offensively. Much more composed from Barcelona in the second stanza. 45th minute ticking to a close, 5 to go. Fuster on a dime. Trying to turn Fernandez.
And turning there, Fernandez. Very well done.
Margret in the circle, and up steps McMahon, but she leaves it starting the second half, and both have been called to the rescue. But Acevedo twice here in the last few moments. Barcelona knocking on the door.
Boy, the degree of difficulty on that one was much higher than the first one. The first one took concentration. She was there.
Poe deflected. Corner kick upcoming.
Team pass sequence that got him on top of the 18 with an opportunity at goal.
And Martina getting the goal. Barcelona starting slowly in this tournament. Every single game. Started the tournament slowly with a loss against PSG. Took a strong second half to knock off the Midwest Stars. Similar stresses, an early start here today. Well off of her line, Fuster, but cut out by Galvez. And Galvez eventually back to her keeper, and they'll sweep it to the near side.
And the one thing, if you're PDA, if you're figuring out that the press doesn't work this high, can you find another spot in the field to press maybe a little bit deeper, condense the space behind so you don't have so much room to cover, because eventually, like we saw with LAFC last night, you're going to get tired chasing the ball around.
Cease into the 18, looking for the equalizer, but poked back to the keeper. And again, Barcelona style, they'll play it out of the back.
And they will play out of all spaces on the field.
Well, let me ask you this. You've been a coach, you've been a player. You've seen this.
Want to continuously just chase the ball, individuals chasing and running after one player, then running after another player when the ball moves. You've got to do it in an organized fashion. And if you're half a step late, that's when things break down. So you have to make a decision at some point if you think it can work. Now, Phil, it is early, so I don't know that you go and change all that much from what you thought was going to work, because you really haven't settled into any mode of play at the moment if you're PDA.
Although in the back of their head, they're wondering. At the moment, they're chasing the game. This is the best we've seen Barcelona come out of the gate. Stepping up, Emma Galvez swings it far side. Nina Poe. Back into the middle as they try and draw PDA out and open the lanes. Noah.
The question.
Nice touch by Rebimbas, but Barcelona quickly closes in. 25-minute halves. So a 50-minute game. Straight to penalties if it's level. PDA has its work cut out for them. Still a lot of time to play. Midway point of this opening half. Driving it forward. Pulled out of midair nicely by McLeod. Driving it. Marone. But picked up again by Poe. And this is the frustrating situation. Barcelona always seems to be aware of where the release valve is. All that matters is that you're ahead at the final whistle.
Well, there's goals in this PDA side. There's no doubt about it. In talking to just about everyone in and around, watching the girls play this front four. Yeah, Olivia Marone playing it in the box, looking for some runners. Almost got on the end of it. Was Kennedy Garcia.
He has those set plays where they might have the chance to cut the lead in half.
But that one looked a little rushed to me. Still didn't seem like PDA was set up to have their runners in the box. Maybe a bit of nerves setting in at the moment. Side that's not used to being down 2-0 generally. So now they'll have to keep their emotions in control here. Have faith in what they're doing.
5th game in 5 days.
Yeah, the legs will get heavy, even though they are shorter games, but you've got the traveling to and from. You know, recovery becomes a big part of it, but both sides are dealing with it.
10 minutes or so left to go in this opening half. Again, Barcelona looking to frustrate PDA. PDA can't just lay back. They have to step forward and try and force an errant pass, but that then opens them up.
The one thing I notice here, from front to back, from their top player.
This hit by Poe. Garcia quickly closing down.
That's good pressure.
Steps in to win the ball. Still loose, but Barcelona sweeps it across. Hard to win a one-player press.
Calderon goes out the other side. But that pressure was better because as Kennedy Garcia pressured the goalkeeper, she took the complete middle of the field out. She did get a piece of it. It ends up going to Emma Galvez. But that could easily have gone anywhere.
And again, Fuster sometimes maybe taking chances other goalkeepers wouldn't. And Garcia almost able to capitalize.
I mean, think about the theory of Barcelona. I don't know that they look at it as a chance, more as an opportunity to continue to build out with one extra player.
True. Time. In for Bessie says it's a game of keep away.
And you know, Phil, I think you and I and probably a lot of people watching this competition fail to forget as we're watching this that you're dealing with 14-year-olds sometimes, because we're looking at the level of play. And you're okay. If you're a manager, you should be okay with eventually going to make a mistake.
Oh, sweet touch. Will it hold? The ball back inside by Pujols. Fed again by Mark.
Looks like Bessie's now has dropped into that back four, which we also saw
That does tend to be
last night.
a regular situation, maybe just to get another midfielder out there. And Bessie's almost irreplaceable. Ball swept across. Kamada, again, as you said, on that right side, getting tangled. I've seen her play 3 positions on that back line. Right back against Heat FC, and the 2 center back positions, as you mentioned. She does have this. We saw it from Adrian, if you will, the young American who's playing there at this tournament. Of course, we've seen it at the senior level in so many different variations. Chance for Wong, but can't get the ball through. Bessie's playing some Joel Jung, who scored last night. The leading candidates for the Golden Boot, each with 3. Berry with 2, and Capdevila, Magali Capdevila, also with 2. Maybe a chance to grab that if they can find the net in the second half. Ball driven far side. It's switch and goal as well. Garcia in the book. That the pipeline is producing. Over to the far side. Perez getting a little fortunate, almost stolen away.
Back.
Tony, to take a look at the growth of women's soccer. We've seen it in recent World Cups, where even though the U.S. might be winning the trophy, it can get to be a harder ride. And here on the youth level, we're also seeing that. Tournaments like this giving not just teams like PDA, but teams like Barcelona a chance to improve themselves.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I love the interpretation of the game. Barcelona sticking to their principles. And I had an idea what PDA was going to look like.
On the near side, and again, they'll pull it off the fire and try and cool things a bit.
It's really well done here by Barcelona.
Bessie's with backspin. Playing her line is
one tactical change that happened a few minutes ago.
Rolled out for Kamada. Pulls it back for her keeper. Martinez stepping up to try and press and almost steals it away. They need something to go their way soon. 38th minute almost done. 12 left to go.